The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's not just so physical. I'm the top weirdo, so critical. So let's make things physical. I will treat you like you're oh so typical. Date night with Miki Noelle and Miki. I will treat you like you're
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
And
Let's fix
so we might have a special guest appearance from Noelle's boobs today.
from my girls.
Yeah, they might be joining in the show a bit later, so we'll see.
I'm serious. Actually, before I do, I just wanted to give a shout out to Casey's Closet for my top. It's cute, right?
And yeah, well, I suppose I should do the same. This is also Casey's closet, so thank you for Miss Casey Styles.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna turn because I have some. Yeah. Anyway, so
Just fixing the girls, making sure and tucking my shirt in.
I'll be boob patrol. Wait, so speaking of boob
Please
patrol,
be Boo Patrol.
how often do you like go to the clubs and you have to ask your friends like boob patrol, you know, and make sure the girls don't come out? I've been boob patrol many times, and I've requested upon the boob
Yeah.
patrol of friends as well.
You mean my boobs?
Well, no, someone else's boobs.
I'm not really.
Really?
No, really, only yours.
So you've been my boob. I will be your boob patrol.
Okay, she likes to wear. Can I just?
I don't care. That's fine.
She likes to wear like super V-neck cut shirts, and she loves bending over all the time. So like we went to Walter Mart one time, and she
yeah,
was looking
this
at
is
the
nice.
bottomest shelf, bending down all the way down, and I could hear the people talking in Tagalog. They're like, look at this, like come here, and it's so you see like the guys coming over. They're like, oh, ayos. And I'm like, I'm like, they're like, oh, Ari, come here. And then yeah, that's when I told you I was like, I think you should cover your chest. Remember I
Oh
told you?
yeah. So then after that, I would bend over like this.
Yeah, she bent over like this.
It's like I'm saying a prayer.
She's on the ground like this. That was pretty funny. But anyway, welcome to this week's episode of Date Night.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Date Night. And if you can see the screen, we have our Facebook tag up there. So it's Date Night with Noelle and Miki. Feel free to like us on there. We would love to have you join us for our random things that we'll be throwing on there. But
Oh, before that, so the drink for tonight is just, it's just a simple martini. And for those who don't know how to make a martini, it's honestly just a shaken up, a shot and 3/4 of an ounce. So.
But isn't it usually with either like vodka or gin?
Yeah, but when I used to bartend,
Yeah.
and we didn't have vermouth at nightclubs because most nightclubs won't have vermouth in the States.
Really?
We cheated. We just, we cheated. We just take like if it's a gin martini or if it's a vodka martini, we just take that and then shake it all up and pour it like a martini, and they never complain.
Well, because it's more alcohol.
Yeah, so I mean, as long as alcohol, that's the thing. As long as
So-
it does its job.
Wait, what is vermouth though? Vermouth is basically it's just like something to kind of lighten the blow of the alcohol.
Actually, it tastes bitter. Like to give it that like twangy taste, I think. I'm not a big vermouth fan. So yeah.
Okay.
So you don't want to add too much vermouth. So we have 2 martini glasses here. Our martini is usually an ounce and 3/4 an ounce and 3/4. So which means, like I said before, 1 ounce equals 4 counts. So you count, since it's an ounce and 3/4, you count 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 counts in there, which I already poured in here, or Miki poured in here.
Yes, well,
And
I
so-
was the pseudo bartender prior to us starting the show, so.
And then usually for vermouth, per martini glass, you want to just put 1/2 ounce, so which means 2 counts, and you don't want to put too much. Actually, 1/4 to 1/2 ounce is good enough. You don't want to put too much because it's gonna be overwhelming for the taste. So
I love how the bottle just disappears though.
oh, there it is.
See, we have a magician as well as a bartender here.
Okay. So you shake it up in your shaker with ice.
And for the record, martini is one of my favorites. I like to get like an extra dirty martini, and
Yeah.
basically dirty is just when you
So-
add the olive juice, right?
Yeah, so when people ask for a dirty martini, it's just with olive juice. And the dirtier, if they ask for a really dirty martini,
Dirtier the
then
better.
it's more olive juice. So it really depends on one's taste. But yeah, it's pretty much just shaken up.
Cool. I'm ready for my drink, bartender.
It's pretty much just shaken up vodka or gin, whatever you prefer.
Yes, and this is our buddy. This is our buddy Alfie. He's going to be joining us again. He's like the best dog ever, the most behaved, and we love having him. But anyway, okay, so our topic for today.
There you go. Oh yeah, and a martini is, we don't have olives with us, but it's normally served with 2 olives.
Thank you.
So there you go. Cheers
Noelle.
to martinis tonight.
Cheers to martinis.
Oh,
and
we should give him Alfie martini.
cheers to Noelle's boobs possibly coming out during the show.
You tell me. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I'll let you know. I'm sure.
Kinda tastes like.
What if I just didn't say anything though and your boobs were just out the whole time?
Be like, so, well, yeah, then I would see Pika's reaction and I would see everybody's reaction and I think I would know about it.
What about that one time at the
And you're
beach?
talking to me like this? I think I would know.
So the next topic.
Yeah, I think I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, hold on.
But I've had a slip
girls.
before. Remember that one time at the beach?
Yeah, this is when we first met. We went to the beach and she was wearing, you rarely wear dresses, but she wore like a sundress, like a tube dress. And she decided to lay on the beach like this. And then we kind of just met, so I didn't want to
We
embarrass
didn't know
her.
each other
But
very
the
well.
whole time, her boob was like exposed. And I was like, so while she was like this, I was like, whoop, okay. She's over here. And I was like, yeah, so how do you like the beach? And she's like, it's so good. Like, you know, it's so cool. I'm so glad you took me here. And all that stuff. And then, like, I swear, it was probably like a good 5 minutes that she was exposed. And she's like, oh my gosh, my boob is showing. I'm so glad you didn't see that. And I'm like, oh, really? It was?
She told me about it 2 years later. I found out about the
And I
boob.
was like, I have a confession.
Because I was wearing that same
I saw
dress.
your boob. Yeah, you know, she was wearing that dress. And she's like, oh my god, you did.
Oh
Why
shit.
are you crying?
Because it's funny.
It was pretty funny. But yeah, I don't want to embarrass her because, like, you know.
Yes, I kind of owe you. No, it's okay. I told you I'd be boob patrol.
look at
I'm gonna be boob patrol.
Alfie's kind of telegenic.
So this is completely off base of what we're even planning to talk about today, right?
Actually, it really is.
So, I don't know, we just have this obsession with watching random things online, and we've watched a lot about like addictions and fetishes and like cultural
wait,
That was
about-
close. That was close.
I have a bikini line.
You do.
I mean, bikini line.
That's thanks to the beach there, miss.
It's like I'm wearing a white bra. Oh my
It's
God.
nude.
Let's cover up my
It's a
line.
nude bra. Cover the line.
There you go. There you go. Let's
So-
make it show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you done looking at yourself now?
Yeah, I don't know what I look like until I get on camera because I trust
No,
our
it's true.
stylist so
we
much.
get dressed and then we just walk in here and then we have no idea what we
We're
look
like,
like until
Oh, we're kind
after
of
the fact,
cute.
so.
That's cute. Yeah, that's what happens. So yeah, anyway,
We recently found the many ways to wear a maxi. We learned how to maximize a maxi. We'll share that on another show.
yeah.
Anyway, okay, so pet
Alfie's
peeves.
falling asleep at our conversation.
Yeah, maybe he's annoyed with us.
He's rude.
He's like, geez, these girls are so freaking annoying.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, Alfie, buddy, boo, Freddy, old friend. Okay, so pet peeves.
Yeah.
Who has a pet peeve? I do. Do you?
I have a few.
I think I'm the cause of many pet peeves, actually.
Of mine?
I know for
Of
a fact I'm the cause of many of your pet peeves.
Actually, yeah.
Okay, so what are some things I do that annoy you?
Okay, Miki has this thing. Well, when we first met, it wasn't out that much. Or out, it wasn't out at all. Like, when she baby talks, she becomes a complete different person. She goes from Miki to Kiki. Like, that's her, my nickname. Like, that's her nickname that we came up with because can you sample like what Kiki would say?
No, I might need a
come
couple more
on.
of these. Maybe later in the show, if I have a couple more of these martinis, we might have the debut of Kiki, our third guest in addition
date
to
night with
your
Noelle and
girls
Kiki.
and your boobs.
No. It's kind of annoying. It was cute in the beginning though.
I love Kiki.
It was
you know
really
what?
cute in the
This is when you know I'm happy though. When Kiki comes
Yeah.
out, that's when I'm having like a good day or I'm feeling good, and it annoys the hell out of me.
And then
Noelle.
I already
She
know
hates it.
I already know it's coming because you do that Kiki face. Like there's just this face that just like this her aura changes. and it becomes.
Well, it's because I'm another person at that point in time.
yeah,
I'm Kiki.
it's kind of scared. Like it's weird.
Look.
Can-
If
you have
you're
to
truly
say-
my friend,
you have
you will
to
accept
please-
all sides of me, including especially Kiki.
You're still my friend, right? So
Yeah.
you're accepted. Now give an
Apparently.
example. Can you please just give an example of what Kiki would say?
No, it's too soon. It's
Okay,
too
at the
soon.
end, before the show ends, please.
It's
Because
too soon.
it's not relevant if you can't.
We're still getting to know each other. I can't just expose every
We already
part
know
of
each
me. Not a lot of people have met Kiki. I will have you know
No.
that's a privilege.
Thank you.
Okay, get it straight.
I'm so privileged.
Okay, one of the things that you do that annoys me
What?
is you make me repeat myself. So like, okay, you're like when you get when I do something that you think is really stupid, like if I'm in the middle of like imitating someone or I'm telling a story and I make a really ridiculous face,
Uh-huh.
you have me do it like 10 times before you're satisfied.
Oh, you mean when I do it purposely?
Yes, purposely. You're like, oh, what was that? And then I'll do it again. What was that? And then I'll do it again. And then what was that? And I'll catch
Because
on
it's
because I'm slow.
funny.
And then I won't do it anymore. But you just like to have me repeat myself.
It's funny. I think. It's funny.
Well, I wish you would do. Why don't you do that to Kiki?
I don't want to
Kiki
hear
would
Kiki
gladly.
again.
Kiki would gladly.
I do not want
gladly
Kiki
repeat herself
Again. No. I think it's funny. Like when people make weird noises and then you make them do it over and over, they look stupid over and over. I think it's funny.
Well, it's like, yeah, no, you do it. You don't only do that to me. You do that to
I
everyone.
do it to everybody. Come on.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
And it's
no,
annoying.
but okay, with the baby talk thing, I don't like.
I
think
know that's
I think it's annoying only when you're baby talking when two humans are baby talking. But for example, if I'm like, oh my god, Alfie, you're so cute, oh my god, like that's not annoying.
Okay.
If you're baby
I'm not
talking
annoyed
to
by
a
that.
dog or a baby, then that's fine.
Baby
I'm not
talk to a
annoyed.
baby's cute.
Yeah,
Okay.
but baby talk to an adult is not so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Although some couples like it, I don't know.
Okay. Well, okay. What about when people use speakerphones in public areas?
Oh, like to hear the whole conversation.
Yeah, like when I'm in like say on a train or on a well, I don't really take the bus, but if I'm on the train and I'm hearing someone's entire conversation, I'm like, can't you just put the ear to your phone and actually talk to this
'Cause
person?
some
Like I
people-
don't give a shit what you're talking about.
Because
But
some people are just show-offs, like, or they want.
yeah,
to
I feel like
flaunt.
that's a show-off thing.
They want to flaunt what
Or-
they're talking about. And is it usually a good conversation? Or-
No, it's usually a meaningless, menial conversation that I would rather not know. If it were a meaningful conversation, I still wouldn't want to know.
You know,
Unless it was like, no, I don't think I'd ever really want to know. Would you?
not really. I mean, unless I'm bored out of my mind, but I could care less usually.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that's just me.
Or what about when like someone is sending or reading a text message or email? They feel the need to like say everything out loud, like you're actually interested in everything that they're
That one
saying.
doesn't bother me so much.
Really?
More like, what bothers me with
I guess it doesn't bother me. It just in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking it's kind of stupid.
Yeah. Basically, in a nutshell,
Yeah.
it sounded like a familiar conversation.
Seriously though, I'm curious what.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm confused.
Your drunken conversation. Basically, in a nutshell, there are no shoes in the perilous shoe stores.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
talk to me if you want to know what I'm talking about.
Drunk moment. That was what did you say? That's a Kiki moment
Ooh.
or what?
That's a monster Miki moment.
Monster
but that's
Miki.
another one of my pet peeves is like I can handle drunks, but like when people, that's gross. You just put your gum on your laptop. That's gum, right?
Yeah,
That's gum.
Well, I had gum in my mouth, and I feel like I shouldn't
It's
be
okay.
chewing
It's your
gum,
laptop.
so
It's your gum, and it's your mouth. It's fine. That's
did.
your side, and this is mine. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going back to what was I
You were saying?
So like one pet peeve of mine is like when drunks get to the point where they're just plastered and their aura changes. That I think that's my pet peeve. Like that. Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, like when to the point where they're like already stumbling over like like if they're once they're talking like, oh, he likes your boob.
Yeah, he does.
He likes boobs.
You know, I'd venture to say though that's a lot of people's pet peeve. Like, I don't like being around drunk people when
thought boobs.
I'm sober. In fact, I don't really like being around drunk people when I'm drunk either. So,
Yeah.
but of course, when anyone's plastered and acting sloppy, I don't think anyone particularly enjoys that, unless they're making fun of that person.
or unless I would be in that same level, in that case we can relate to each other.
Well, perhaps.
Okay, that's even. Why are you transferring your gum?
Well, because I don't know, because I thought about it. It might stick to my laptop.
Okay, let's just make it stick to the glass.
Yeah, so I'm just transferring it.
It's a little better, okay.
In any case, what about people who pick their nose in public?
Oh,
I see that a lot here.
You know what's
All the freaking
gross?
time.
No, I saw it more in Hong Kong.
Oh, well, yeah, I did see
Like
that a lot.
they
in
are
Hong Kong.
not
Maybe it's just an
discreet
Asian
about
thing.
it.
Or
Like
spitting.
they're like straight up looking at me and like it's like they're digging for treasure. It's like all the way up here already.
Yeah.
And you see them also once. It's not just that they don't just flick it. They do this. And I'm like,
No, there's a
nasty.
process though. It comes from their nose and then they look at it like they want to size it up.
Oh yeah.
But every now and then I'm wondering, is this person gonna eat their fucking booger?
And
Like,
they
I'm
do,
seriously
and they
waiting
do,
for it.
and they
a
do.
lot. How many? I'd say 50% of the time there is this that happens
it's
after.
mostly the guys
But then
that I've seen do it.
sometimes it's that.
Mostly the guys they do it. First, like there's this process of like sticking it, and like their thumbs are like all around their nose already. It's like it's going like this,
Oh yeah.
and like they pick it. Yeah, they do the roll. Like, and then they're like,
What's up with them? Ew. Wait. You see people ball it up so they can put it in their mouth like
Yeah.
freaking candy?
Like I saw, them, they're like, and they're not discreet about it. It's like just chewing gum. It's like they're chewing gum, but
Speaking
it's a
of
booger.
which, booger balls.
oh, I used to find those a lot in my sister's bed. It was really gross. She's gonna hate me for saying this, but my
You used to
sister.
find them in your sister's bed?
Yeah, because my sister, when she was younger, she was the baller type. She would like the booger
a
baller
baller.
type. And then she wouldn't eat it. She would just pick. This is how she put herself to sleep. She's like this, and then she'd ball them up and throw it.
And
And then so when
In
I
the
would
bed?
when I slept in her bed, I have to like wipe it all off because I could see and feel the
Oh,
boogers.
gross. Okay.
Hi, Kathleen.
No, I always knew like my mom pretty much raised me to know that anytime I go to my grandparents' house,
Yeah.
to not take off my shoes because there would be booger balls on the floor and they
That's
would end up
gross.
on my socks by
That's
the end of
gross.
the evening.
And you see
So-
them on your and you, like when
Well-
you step, it kind of sticks a little.
I
You're like,
see my grandpa do it. It's like this. He'll do the thing and then and it ends up like God knows where. But there
Ugh.
are.
Like, hi, Grandpa. What? Just your booger roll. Put it back on the floor. You should have just tried to be like, hey, Mickey.
But okay, it's one thing to do it in your home, but to do it in public, it's like some people really have no shame when it comes
I
to
would
that.
rather do it in public because at least it's not in my home and I don't have to clean it up.
True, but I don't know. I mean, when there's such thing as a tissue, I think that people
Right.
should utilize those a bit more often. So
It's rare. Tissue is rare nowadays.
So wait. Remember that one time we were at was it Market where the guy, I don't know what did he pick his nose or did he hawk a loogie? And you like actually screamed ew.
Oh my god. So my thoughts accidentally came out of my mouth.
She's one of those people that doesn't think before
No,
things come out.
yes, I do.
Usually,
I don't think only if it's a gross emotion. Like
Yeah.
there's this guy. Okay, we were walking, and the guy was probably like right here, and we were walking.
gross emotion.
If it's a gross emotion, there's no filter, and it just comes out. And then so he straight up goes, I don't know how to hawk a loogie though. He just goes like a big ass one. It was like bubbly, like. And we're walking, and he goes. And I was like, ew! And then he looked at me, I was like, oh shit, that was loud.
yeah. And then I'm all like, what happened? Because I want to know what's
I was
going
like, let's
on.
keep walking, I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
And he turned and looked at me because I guess in
But
my
then-
I thought it was in my thoughts.
Yeah, but the thing is, first
But-
of all, he heard you say ew, and then after you told me, I turned around, so we're both looking at him.
We're like, we do like the weird stank face because.
But apparently that's normal. I mean,
But he hawked it up
We're
like
just
right in
sensitive.
front of us, and it was like thick and bubbly, and we saw him spit it out, and it was right in front of. He wasn't spitting at us though. He
Well,
didn't know we were coming, but I mean, we just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, kind of thing. And then I didn't mean to say ill out loud though. Alfie's sleeping.
is he?
He's looking at me like,
Yeah. Okay, so you were saying,
yeah. So
Loogie got spit. He didn't mean to.
I was like, ew.
This and that.
I didn't say it that loud, but loud enough for him to hear and react and look at us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was gross. I don't. It's gross when I see people spit because I feel like their spit particles are traveling to me.
Yeah.
Like they spit and they're like sneeze.
Oh,
Sneezing?
speaking of particles traveling to you, how about when people fart in public? And you're like, what? I just thought of another story.
What?
All right.
Oh, Oh my
You're just
god.
full of stories. You get to experience all the nasty things that people do in public.
What are you gonna say?
No, but before I let you get on with your story, isn't it just foul and offensive when you're in a public place and someone is in front of you and they fart? Or like what happens when you get in an elevator and you know those people that just walked out just let a fresh fart for you. You get to bask in it on the way to your floor. And then when you get out, it looks like you're the one who did it. How rude is that?
That goes on to my next story, but I kind of want to interrupt you there because I have a story about that one. Okay, so I was at Ross shopping, and the Ross elevators in San Francisco are like good for one person only for some reason.
Okay.
And then so there's this old lady. She was maybe like 3 steps.
This wasn't an elevator?
I mean escalator. Sorry, escalator.
Oh,
it was an escalator.
Wait, were you going up or down?
I was going down. So okay,
anyway,
and the air had nowhere to go but up.
Which means that you actually were escalating into her fart.
Yes. Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Okay, so I was going down the escalator, and there's this old lady that was like 3 steps in front of me, and so like we were just she was probably like there, and then I was right here, minding my own business, putting my shirt up.
They're all right. They're all right. I don't see any nipples. You're good.
I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden you could actually hear the, and I was like. I'm pretty sure that wasn't me. And then this lady, she turns around and she goes,
wait.
And I'm like, and then I had nowhere to go because, okay, we're going down, right? So her fart smells were going to me. And so I just had to bask in her fart cloud. Like there was nowhere to go but in her fart cloud. And she didn't even pretend like it wasn't her. She straight up turned around and was like, I was like, I think at that moment,
you didn't make a nice
I was
face
still
at that moment.
processing the fart sound, so I was like, and so when she smiled at me, that was like, that was my face. Like I don't even know.
Oh my god.
It might have been worse than that. But like I was like, seriously, old lady farted right in front of me. And old lady farts are not pleasant. Old people farts are not pleasant.
Well, you have this connotation with old people and bathrooms as well.
I do. Okay, so I was telling Miki because we went to Resorts World. We went to Resorts World one day, and for some reason, like when an old person comes out of the bathroom, I automatically assume that they shitted in there. I don't know if I've said this before, but yeah.
You've said it to me.
Yeah. So for some reason, I know it's like not sexist. It's eldest. I don't know what you call it. It's old people list.
Yeah.
Racist, not racist.
I don't know what you would call it. I think
know.
it's just a phobia of going into a bathroom stall after an older person
because
comes
from my
out.
experience in the past,
So
like
elderphobia?
elderphobia shittest.
I'm gonna come up with a word for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for some reason, I just automatically assume that they pooped in there and it's gonna stink. So every time I go in the bathroom, I brace myself and I don't breathe. I don't know why. Like it's from experience.
From experience. Have you experienced that a lot?
Enough for me to have a phobia of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really think about that. For me, my phobia is going into like a bathroom stall and either 1, it not being flushed, 2, there being urine on the seat, or 3, finding pubic hair anywhere in the vicinity.
Yeah, the ones that curl?
Pubic hair.
The curly ones?
Any kind of pubic. Yeah, well, usually they're curly. If they're long enough to where they're falling out of someone's bush, then it's probably got some curl to it.
It's got a couple twists in there. No, like for me, if I see that there's poop in the bathroom or if there's pee in the bathroom, I lose my will.
You lose the ability to use the bathroom.
Yeah, like
Sorry,
it just goes
I have to
away
adjust
because
myself
it
here.
grosses me out. Let's an adjusting time.
Yeah, this is okay. So
Gotta
we're
adjust
really
the girls.
Clearly, we're very ladylike. So I'm gonna let the camera focus on me while she fixes her curls. So.
I think my girls are fine.
You're good. All right, we're good.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, public bathrooms, man. They don't really do it for me. But the difference with you and me is that like when you're grossed out, like it will actually stop you from being able to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Whereas me, I have to go so bad, I don't even care, but I'm just like really, really in a very bad state of mind the whole time I'm using the bathroom.
You're in that. Well, you're a squatter. You're good at peeing in public.
Because I have strong thighs.
Okay. And
Yeah.
I don't have small thighs, so yeah, she tried to teach me how to pee in public because
No, actually Carlin tried to teach you how to pee in public.
Oh yeah,
The one and only time you've ever peed in public,
I peed on myself.
Yeah. all over her
It was my
dress.
birthday.
It was your birthday.
It was my birthday, and I really, really, really had to pee, and I don't know how to pee in public. I don't know how to squat. And then I peed. I had my.
It was a dress.
So I thought it was
And
easy
of
enough.
course, our one skinniest friend of the group was the one who was
It was like,
trying to
I'll cover you. Everybody's
Cover
like drunk.
you.
She's like, I'll cover you. Just pee. It was in the middle of downtown San Francisco.
So you
And
got, yeah.
And then so she was like, just squat. I'll cover you. And she's like this thin, and she's like this. And I'm like, okay, I'll just be here. And I was drunk too, so I was like, okay, I just move. Okay, scoot it up, move my panty on the side, and squat. And I thought it was a success until I sat in the car and I sat in my dress and it was wet all back here. And I was like, this is so nasty. I just peed on myself. And since then, I haven't peed on myself because I have a phobia. I mean, peed in public because I have a phobia of peeing on myself.
I'm proud of you.
You're an expert.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of an expert. You know, I was trained young, and ever
trained you?
since. Well, who did train? I think for me, that was a self-taught thing.
Wow, good job.
Yeah, I like
Pass
to
that on
learn
to your
things on my
children.
own from experience, and I've never actually peed on myself.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I take a lot of pride in that. I should put that on my resume. But
Special skills. I don't pee on myself.
Yeah.
Nice. What else?
Well, where were we on that?
Where were we?
I think we got all the nasty ones. So those are some pet peeves.
Yeah.
Fair enough, right?
That
What are
was-
some other ones? Some pet peeves. We'd also like to know like what are some pet peeves that you guys have. So if you have any, tweet us something, or you could always go to our Facebook page and note it on there because we will probably crack our shit up laughing at all the crazy, funny, interesting pet peeves. So
Okay.
yeah.
So I know this might not be anybody's fault, but it really annoys me when people stink. I mean, like I know that
Does it affect your
sometimes-
mood? Like
Yeah,
when
it really
you're around
does.
someone and they stink, like it actually like affects your mood.
It really does, and like when people, I have a sensitive nose, so like when I smell something that I don't like, it's like, it just changes everything. And I grew up, my grade school, there was this one guy, I went to a Catholic school, so it was like from second all the way, or from preschool all the way up to 8th grade, we were the same batch. And then, so there's this one kid, and he was the biggest kid in the class, and he just stunk every day of his life. And from that time on, it was just like, I don't know, like
Kind of like traumatized.
it was a smell of like peeing on yourself and maybe farting on yourself and maybe not showering and rolling around in
dirt.
or
Okay.
something kind of smell every single day.
I kind of experienced something like that.
And
Not personally.
So I don't know if that's like it has to be a hygiene thing, but I don't know if he can help it.
No, but I think that some people like legitimately have a problem where their like glands or something just smell. Like there was, I lived in a group home for a couple years, and there was one of the girls who lived in the group home with me, and she, for some reason, I think she
Was
may
it a
have
girl?
had, yeah, because I lived with all the girls. But I think
Oh, yeah.
it may have been like an actual like a medical issue for her because she always smelled like, honestly, she always smelled like rotten crotch.
Oh,
Like when she would come into the room, it was like ammonia and like year-old tuna. It was
I have a
really,
question.
really, really bad.
what does
Really
rotten
bad.
crotch smell like?
Like ammonia
Wait,
and old tuna.
rotten female crotch
Well,
or male crotch?
what's the difference?
I don't know.
I
crotch
think-
is a crotch is
Yeah,
a crotch.
I know. I guess. Well, how would you envision a male rotten crotch to smell?
Oh, that's a good question.
I just imagine like sweaty balls.
Well, that's sweaty balls, not rotten balls.
Rotten balls.
Wait, crotch or the balls?
Well, that
Is
the
that the
whole
same?
crotch area, I think, includes the balls, right?
I imagine it
How do
to
we
just
get to this? What?
in my head, a rotten crotch for a guy. Maybe
Yeah.
it's like dark, and
Dark.
and you could actually see the fumes, like
Or
in
like,
cartoons.
what about like toe cheese? I think that's kind of more along the
What is
lines.
it?
Like toe cheese.
toad?
Toe cheese. You know, like
Toe
people,
cheese.
yeah, like the crust that comes from people's feet. Maybe a rotten man crotch would smell similar to toe cheese.
You mean toe jam?
Yeah, toe jam. And they can ball it up like that.
Yeah. toe
Gross.
jam and toe cheese.
Yeah, but I will tell you right now, I do know what rotten crotch on a female smells like.
Why?
Because of this experience.
What were you doing? And
Oh, no,
where
I'm
was your
serious.
head?
You could smell her when she came into the room.
Her? You actually
Yes,
smelled her
you could
crotch?
yes.
Who? Do I know this person?
No, this was I lived in a group home.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, continue.
From 14 to 16, I lived in this group home, and she lived there for the entire time that I lived there. And I know the smell of a rotten crotch.
How do you know
And
it's
I will
coming
tell you
from her
something.
crotch?
It's very unpleasant.
How did you know it was coming from her crotch?
Because when her legs were crossed, we didn't notice.
Oh, that's so gross.
You know when it's coming from that area. And I'm just telling you, it's not
What was
fun.
your nationality?
That's irrelevant.
No, I'm
I'm
just
not even
asking.
gonna. No, I'm not gonna get into that because it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Her nationality does not matter. But I will have you know, it's not cool. I don't like it. So I think to that extent, stinky people offend me also. But like a little bit of like.
It's offensive
Yeah, no, I
when-
think I'm offended by stinky
It's
people.
it's more offensive when you know they can do something about it.
Yeah, but then again, my reason for bringing up that is because I think some people actually have like a medical issue that affects their smell.
Or it could be what they eat.
Or yeah, what they eat.
Yeah. But that's gross, rotten crotch.
Yeah,
That's
rotten crotch.
disgusting. All right. I don't know what I was gonna say next because I was thinking about a rotten crotch.
Well,
and
you were
no
talking about
rotten
stinky
crotch.
people, so we both had an experience to relate on stinky people, and
Oh, here's
What?
the thing.
What?
I kind of just developed this pet peeve when I moved here. But for some reason, when you get an elevator, there's no waiting. Like there's no like.
What do you mean?
Sometimes there's no courtesy of like, you were there first. It's like whoever goes in. It's like cutting in line.
well, it's also that. But I've noticed that like they don't wait for the people that are in there to get out. Like, excuse me, like if
Yeah,
I'm in an
like-
elevator, like I'd like to get out before you want to cram me in here and then have to squeeze past you.
Yeah, it's and then like after that, then you have to go through like when you're shopping, the hovering.
Oh, the hovering. Yeah, that's really annoying.
Because for me, when I like to shop, like I like to shop by myself. Like I don't even shop with my friends or
Yeah.
sometimes with my mom, but we split up. But then when we go to stores, I'm like a lone shopper.
Yeah,
I don't want to be
same here.
disturbed. And there's no way you can do that here.
well, I don't think it's just shopping. I think for me, I have a
Grocery
thing.
shopping.
Yeah, anything. But I just have a thing with people who don't have like a concept of personal space. So like if I'm looking at something and someone is like over my shoulder and then they feel the need to read to me what I'm looking at, I'm just like back the frick off because I can read and now I'm not interested in even being in the store anymore. So you just lost business. So yeah, that's one thing I
Yeah,
really
it's
get irritated
something
about.
that I'm trying to get used to still, but it's kind of hard. Love that.
Well,
Sad.
if I'm in a good mood, I'll smile and I'll entertain it. I'll be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it depends on
But
your
if I'm
mood
in
too.
like a cranky mood,
And how long you've been?
I will leave.
And how long you've been shopping at Green Hills? Because Green Hills, for the first maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, it's great.
Yeah, like when I
there's
first
so
get in there, I'm
many
like,
things to
yeah,
look
I'm so
at.
excited.
And then-
Everyone's saying hi and yes, ma'am, sir, and I'm like, yes, ma'am, sir.
And at the
back.
beginning, we're just like, hi.
After about a half hour, I'm like,
sir to you.
don't talk to
Yeah.
me.
And yeah, like in the beginning, we're like, yeah, that's everybody gets when we go to Green Hills, we're so excited.
And then we
We're
get
like, oh my
stressed
God.
out.
Get to go to Chunky, we get to bargain, and all that stuff. So like, hi, ma'am, sir. What's up? Ma'am, sir, you.
I don't want that purse, but I'll come back.
It's like, yeah, we even like stop when they're like, here's LV purse, da da da. It's like, and
Well, I'm very courteous, and I just say no, thank you, and I smile, no, thank you, no, thank you.
And for me, I'm just like, oh, that's nice. And I bring her to. I was like, do you like this?
And I say,
How about you?
Right away, I'm
It's
like-
okay, she doesn't want it.
that's why you do that. Okay, because I'm always the one that looks like a jerk.
And then when
because
you
I'm
walk
the
up,
one
I'm
who's always
like, when
saying
you
I
walk up,
don't
I'm like,
it.
oh no, she don't want it. She don't want it.
Thanks.
I was just
That's
kidding.
good to know I'm the pawn for that. I had no idea.
It's my getaway. I'm like, sorry, ma'am, sir, back to you, though. No, but yeah, we're in such a good mood. And by the 1 hour mark hits, we're just like, ma'am, sir.
No,
I'm not
after I just can't even acknowledge
Like,
anymore because then
I'm
I
so
just
sh-
get
Don't do that to me. Shh. You don't do that to me.
Oh, I just messed up your lipstick. I'm sorry.
Yeah. My one lip is gone.
You really actually a half of your lip is kind of gone now, thanks to me.
Now I have to always just face it this way.
Yeah. Just don't bounce too much because your boobs might come out. I just noticed that. So, what about people who like? Okay, let's say like when you're waiting for a parking spot
Yes.
and that person sees you clearly waiting and they've just gotten into their car and they proceed for like another 10 minutes to back out of that spot or to even start the car
they
up.
take forever. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. I hate that.
Do you ever do that?
No.
Have you ever?
I'm pretty courteous, I think. Like,
You are. You're quite
like
courteous.
when I get in the car, I make sure to back out right away, or like I make sure, just in life in general, I don't like people waiting for me. So I just try to be courteous because that's what I am.
Amen.
Sometimes.
Amen. Sometimes.
What? Name a time when I wasn't courteous.
Let me think about that.
See, that's what I thought.
You know what? You're not courteous when you offend Kiki.
But see,
I'll
that's
have you know,
that's
you've hurt
the
Kiki's
thing.
feelings so many times, and like, as a friend and like a confidant to Kiki, I can vouch for her that you have not been fully courteous to her.
Okay, well, I'm not offending anybody because nobody's there to hear Kiki, so nobody even knows what I'm talking about unless you give a sample of what Kiki sounds like.
No.
That's messed up. I would totally imitate it if I was Kiki.
Well, wait. Okay,
can't
so
do
we've
it.
exposed my other personality, but you have like 4 yourself.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Don't even front. You have Flor, however the hell you say it, and you have Franck.
I forgot about my friends.
No.
I have friends too.
Wait. There's Flor. Flor. Can you say Flor? Because I.
Just roll your floor. That's floor.
What about Franck?
Frank? Oh, I don't want to. Anyway.
And then who's the other? Do you have another one?
No, she's still in the making. I don't have a name.
Oh, the crazy. The one that's so crazy all the time.
That's
She's
Flor.
just crazy.
That's
Is
Flor.
that Flor?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, so I'm not the only crazy person in this room.
So because we get tired of talking to ourselves, to our real selves, we have these made-up characters that talk to each other in the room because we're just that cool, and they're not really imaginary friends per se because we can see us.
Yeah.
It's just a
The
different
difference
person.
is I actually like her alternate personality.
See, I'm not annoying. I'm not the annoying.
No, actually, they're very annoying.
No,
but
they're not.
funny to me. I think it's hilarious. But
Okay.
I think that's because I embrace the differences.
Yeah, I, mean,
I
you're
accept
still,
all
You're
of
still my
yous.
friend, so I guess I'm embracing
Yeah.
Kiki. I mean, shit.
Anyway, where were we?
Shit.
So speaking of weirdness,
That's not weird at all.
yeah. Well, how about weird tendencies? Like, I know I have some weird tendencies.
Oh, with you and the knife thing.
Yeah, I have this weird, like, kind of OCD thing where, yeah, with silverware, like any kind of like pointy objects. If I'm sitting at a table, like, okay, say this is silverware, and there's someone sitting right across from me, I will point it another way. I don't know where this comes from. It's because maybe in my mind I think, oh my god, that knife could extend and like hurt that person.
The knife is gonna magically go.
No, seriously, if I'm like, I always have pointed things not pointed at any particular person.
So wait.
So like at a table, I will find a way. At the end of it, I might just point all the silverware towards myself, just so it's not pointing at anyone.
I have a question.
Yeah, question.
So is it just knives or is it any pointy things?
Any pointy object, like a pen, I would move that to where it's not pointing directly at a person. Where are you
Just
getting at with
checking.
this?
Nothing.
Where are you going with this? Like, I know this is about to get perverse.
It's all pointy things?
Yeah. Well, except if I have THO.
What's THO?
When your nipples get hard and they get pointy, I can't avoid that. So I can't just go like.
You mean my nipples?
Nothing. I was trying to tell a joke. It didn't work. So let's move on to the
I was
next thing.
talking about other pointy things that you might want to move out of the way. But
What pointy? What are you talking about?
you said all pointy things, right?
I don't copy. What?
You said all pointy things. You like to like angle it where it's like curved.
Yeah. So if I had a penis, it would probably be curved like upward.
No, wait. If you had a penis, it wouldn't be pointing at you. If I had a penis, you'd want to move it aside because you wouldn't want it
No,
poking you.
I don't mind if things are pointing at me.
Exactly.
I don't like when things are pointing at other people.
Okay. Well.
This
Okay.
is totally illogical.
If I
I can't
had a
make sense of
penis-
it because it makes no damn sense.
Wait, I have a question. So if I had a penis, would you be offended if it was pointing at you?
No.
But
I've
then
had
you said-
penises pointed at me
But I-
before.
Okay, just wanted to clarify that. So wait, do you move it out of the way?
I'm not offended by things pointing at me. I don't like things pointing at other people. careful, for their safety of something that could happen.
Safety, brother.
It's
Please move
my
your
way
penises
of being
to the side.
courteous with my weird ass OCD tendency. It's my courteousness.
You're so sweet because then it's like
I know,
you
I
take
try.
the bullet for other penises that might be pointing at other people.
What? I was talking about silverware, and then it turned to penises.
I
don't
asked you
understand.
if any other pointy things, so that's the next pointy
But
thing I
penises
thought.
aren't even pointy. They're round.
They're round pointy. They're like your nail when you ask, do you want squared or square rounded? Or rounded. They're like rounded.
This makes no sense.
You know that.
Well, then again, none of this really makes sense.
Noted.
So, okay. Weird things.
Wait.
Now I am probably going to be looked at like a crazy. What?
Just wanted to clarify.
Let's clarify this more. Okay.
So you like it when penises point at your face?
No. I don't.
But you said
for the
it's-
record,
but
I
you
don't
said it's
like.
okay.
No, I don't like or want or need or desire or anything a penis pointing at my face. That doesn't excite me.
I'm not asking if it excites you. I'm just asking if you like it.
That's your answer, no?
Okay, but if it was pointing at me, since you would move it to the
Would
side.
you like it?
No. This is your pet peeve or your OCD because you said I'm not offended if it's pointing at me. I've had penises pointing at my face, but if it's pointing at other people, I would move it.
I would preferably not be there if there's a penis pointed at someone else's face.
Touche that.
Woo!
Okay,
All right, so yeah,
I'm done with
on
pointy
to
things
Game
now.
of Truth. I think we
Oh.
need to just end this. What? Do you have anything embarrassing you want to expose about yourself? Because the lines are open. Go for it.
They're open?
No, but my line's open. I want to know.
No, I don't. Do you want to expose anything about me?
No, because
You wouldn't like to expose the fart
Alright.
stories. Oh, I have a fart story. It's about me though.
ooh, what's your fart story?
I don't want to say.
Now she's being
I'll
shy.
say it off air.
Okay.
That's pretty funny though. The airplane one.
Oh, the airplane one? Are you? Oh,
That's a good one.
fine, another time.
No, fine, sure.
So apparently we like to expose each other about certain things and ourselves. But
Actually-
okay, we are running out of our time now.
Yeah,
so.
go ahead.
Yeah. So we, before we go on to expose any more than we already have and embarrass ourselves and each other any more than we
Look
already
at Alfie
have.
look at himself.
We do want to say thank you to New Media Factory for having us. We're super excited because we're a part of this family, and also to Beyond the Box for having us here in the facility.
And of course to our stylist, Miss Casey. I'm still trying to figure out her real first name.
That is a mystery. So.
Casey and God, I want to figure out your name. Casey and Camps, and also to our makeup artist, go for it.
Naj Zaragoza.
There you go.
We've already
Yes,
had
it's like 3 in a row.
Casey on the show, so you guys have had a chance to meet her as well as Naj. So yeah, I mean, they're just amazing. We're so excited to have them here with us every week.
And to get in touch with them, we're gonna roll down the credits, so you can get their numbers there. And Alfie is totally falling asleep. I think he's bored from our podcast.
yeah.
He looks grumpy on the screen. He's like a grumpy old man.
And again, if you have anything you'd like to contribute to this conversation in terms of pet peeves, weird tendencies, anything, I mean, seriously, if you just think we're weird and you want to let us know, feel free to hit us up on our Facebook page. It's on the bottom of the screen. But for those who are listening in, it's Date Night with Noelle and Miki, completely spelled out. How many words is that? Date Night with Noelle and Miki. 6 words, and yeah.
That's okay. Oh yeah, and also follow us on Twitter. I'm at Noelle Bonus, and you're at DJ Miki Taka.
Yes, I'm at DJ Miki Taka, and I have a website, so you can also see random things on there as well.
And
But-
the videos are there too.
Yeah, but the videos you can find, of course, on New Media Factory.
Cool. Are we gonna do these Game of Truth ones?
You know, we can do one. I think we might have time for one. All right, so we have one Game of Truth. This is from Matthew Jones.
Okay.
Question is, what was the first record or CD that you bought?
You want me to answer?
Yeah.
The first one, I think somebody asked this question in our first or a couple episodes, but my
Was
first
it
CD
wait,
ever
or was, should we go to another one then? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we did
I
already answer
think-
that one. Okay, so Kissinger Lee asked what song.
Wait, but it was a different question.
Yeah, it was a different
So I guess we'll
question.
answer it again.
Okay.
The very first CD that I bought was Brandy, the I Want to Be Down CD.
Okay.
That one. It was the first CD I've ever owned.
Triple platinum.
It did?
Yeah. Oh, so anyway, mine. I can't remember the first CD that I ever owned per se, but I know the first one that like I ever just like completely jammed out to that I think I probably broke because it just played too many times.
The Green Day.
Was Green Day.
Oh yeah.
Green Day Dookie. But remember, see, we didn't really have CDs when we were kids. We had cassettes. So what was one of your first cassettes that you can remember?
Oh, my very first cassette, I totally remember this. It was Janet Jackson.
Really?
It was the, I'm not sure if it was the Janet one where somebody's holding her boob, or if it was, I think it was that one actually. Oh no, it was the one before that, the one with, dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I didn't have that.
Is it Rhythm Nation? Or the one with the, no, it was If, that song. Which album was that one? But it was that one. Because she was my favorite of all time, and so I was awarded because I had good grades with the Janet Jackson cassette tape, and from that time on I was a fan.
Do you think Alfie can do that? Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I think he likes doing that.
Okay.
You know?
So one of mine was, and this was when I was really, really young. So my mom obviously had a very large influence on the music that I listened to. And so one of the cassettes that I went to sleep to like every night, I'm sure you won't even know, Men Without Hats. Pop Goes the World. I don't know if anyone knows that, but it's like super, super cheesy.
What kind of music?
And kind of embarrassing. It's like Euro pop from back in the 80s.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Pop Goes the World, I will turn into, like, seriously, I will turn into a little kid when that song comes on. I'll jump around the room like the world doesn't exist. I love it. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so we have a little bit of time left, and I guess we can talk about, fine, I'll talk about the farting story.
Yes!
You're kind of involved too, but then in a more positive way than the past time.
No, you know what, this story is a clear indication of how good of friends we are. Because I think, like, your friends, a real friend would take the rap for your fart in public.
Yeah, that's pretty true. Okay, wait, so it started off with, we were going to Vegas that day. It was like a random Vegas.
No, it was an overnight trip to Vegas where we were like on a whim, we're like, frick it, let's go to Vegas.
Let's fly to Vegas.
Yeah.
And so I was bartending that night, and after bartending,
I was drinking that night while she was bartending.
I ended at like, 3:30, and we had to be at the airport by 6. So I didn't get any sleep, and for me, when I don't get any sleep, I get really, really gassy. I don't know if it's just me, but like, I just can't stop.
Farting.
Well, burping too. I just can't stop like releasing gas. And so we were on the plane at that point. So all along, like I was walking, I was like tooting, and I was like farting and darting.
No. You whenever you have gas, you tell me to like walk in front of you.
Yeah, like there's a strategy. I'm like,
very courteous.
I was like, it's
like,
best that you walk in front of me right now.
It's because you're so courteous.
Because it's gonna happen. And then so I fart. So like a lot of fart.
And then I just run.
And then so we get on the plane at this point, like I've been holding my fart because like there's a line to go in the terminal or to go into the that little tunnel thing.
Yeah,
to
tunnel
get
thing
on the
in the plane.
And then plus there's a line to get to your seat, and there's people behind you, so they totally know it was you or maybe not. I don't know. So I was holding my farts in, and I drank coffee too, which made it worse. So no sleepless coffee equals just like fart nation. And then so as soon as I sat down, I was just like, and I knew it was gonna happen, but you know those farts where you think it's gonna be quiet, but then it ends up being like a kind of fart.
It was like kind of a trumpet.
I actually told you because I tell her every time I'm gonna fart. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna fart. I totally did this and everything. I was like, I went like this, and I thought it was gonna be quiet. But then it went, and then the person behind me goes, ew. And my instinct was just like, ew! And I looked at her.
And then me, I'm like, what?
And she goes, oh my god. So from the back, it totally sounded like it was her.
Yeah.
Because I panicked because I was like, fuck, it was loud. And the person behind me, I clearly heard her say, ew! The person behind me. And then so I was like, ew!
So
ew! She's like, oh my god.
I accepted
I was just like,
for that one.
The whole time we were just laughing. I remember leaving that plane, I just put on my hoodie and I just kept walking out.
Yeah, you did the walk of shame, but they thought it was me.
Yeah, that was pretty. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, anytime. You know what? That's what friends are for. So, you know what? To help you take some of the brunt of this, I will let you tell the story of the morning breath.
Oh, really? Yes. She gave me a disclaimer saying I couldn't tell this story.
I told
So
her
happy.
she couldn't tell this story because it's really embarrassing, but
Okay.
you know what? She just
Yes.
earned the
Yes.
privilege.
Okay, this
Oh,
is
it's so embarrassing.
okay. So we're like bedmates. We're roommates, bedmates, mates. And then I was sleeping, right? And then so usually we sleep like this. But then, you know, in the middle of the night you move around. And so you know those dreams where like well for me I have dreams where if I smell something nasty I'm dreaming that I'm like in a garbage dump or if like a dog took a crap. And then so in my dream I think I was like in a garbage dump. So I was like, what the fuck is that smell? It smells like canal again. What the hell? And then I opened my eyes. As soon as I opened my eyes, I was like, I hit her. I was like, did you fart? And she was like, no, I didn't fart. And she
I was
turned
so
back around.
pissed off
She turned
she
back
woke me
around.
up.
And then when I woke up, later that day, I realized that like our heads were like this. So that I wasn't breathing her fart, I was breathing her breath. And I was like, it smells like, I was like, did you fart? I was so pissed off. And she was pissed off because I was accusing you.
You woke me up.
Yeah, because it smelled so bad and she's known for Dutch ovening me. And so I was just like, what? And I was so offended. I was like, that's so rude. I'm sleeping and you farted on my face. And then but little did I know, it wasn't her fart. It was her breath. Okay, this is her face and my face. We're like this. We were this close and I was like, I was dreaming that I was in a garbage dump. And then it was her mouth that was open the whole time.
Okay, we can end the story now.
That's all.
Yeah, anyway,
So that was your fart
the girls of date night are the most unladylike girls you probably ever have a date with.
We're more fun. It's uncensored. No filter.
But you know what? That makes life more interesting. So,
On that note, we'd like to end it on
thank you
that
for tuning
fart
in
note.
and joining us. And
We will see you next week.
I'm
with...
officially in tears.
But thanks for tuning in, guys. For anything, all our information is gonna be down below right now. And at the
You know,
end of
people are
this-
just not going to look at us the same now, right?
I think.
Like,
So?
we might as well just come on the show in sweats.
Oh, that would be really. We should do it in onesies.
That's an idea.
When I come back from the States, I'm gonna bring my onesies. We can totally do it in onesies. Date night, like a slumber party edition.
You know what? That's
That'd
gonna be
be
another
cool.
topic though, because girls are, and we're proof of this. Girls are just as nasty as guys,
That's true, but my farts smell like roses.
and apparently my breath smells like fart.
Yeah, so it's. It did
Not
that
really,
day.
but
It did that day.
well, I guess so.
Well, it's morning breath. It's dragon breath, so it doesn't count. So I forgive you.
Oh, yeah, and whatever.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, so bye. That's so
Bye,
embarrassing.
everybody.